Dude.
They are the local heroes, and they live for Saturday night. Welcome to not Saturday Night Thunder, sadly. It's another edition of Swine Brothers Commentary. It's the Elliot and Scott Show. I'm Elliot.
I'm Vagina.
And what are we commenting on? What are we commentating on today, Scooty?
Well, from the appearance of the video you've shared, looks like a relative of mine is going to be talked about at the beginning of this video. So we're doing sprint cars on pavement.
Well, you'll see. Let's start this.
All right. Screen share the motherfucking video. Sure, it's on there. It's on there. And we are on our way.
Dave Despain right there.
That is awesome, dude. I'm glad you shared that.
These were the days, weren't they?
1990? Yeah.
1991.
Still.
Coffee.
We're at Salem Speedway.
I told you.
Salem, Indiana.
I told you I'd
yeah.
find one. So these are non-wing sprints on a very steeply banked paved track.
Just for the audience's sake, the very first time I ever went to an event at this racetrack, my uncle Alan told me about Rich Vogler and told me that he held a few records at the track. Well, it just so happened in the sprint car race, someone beat his record the very first day I ever went there.
We tried to figure out who it was. I think it was Gary Bradbury.
Let's look that up afterwards because I'd like to know. I don't remember what year I went.
All right.
It's probably like 95 or 6.
ESPN, the world's wide leader in motorsports coverage, presents Speed World.
God, I miss ESPN because it's not ESPN anymore.
No.
I actually liked sports back then.
That's Dave Despain. He's a legend.
Is he going to play some Megadeth here?
What do you mean?
It just sounds like Dave Mustaine.
No, he's much less of an asshole than Dave Mustaine.
Well, honestly, who isn't?
God, you know what? I mean, this is a little bit before my time, but I can remember every Saturday night when I was a kid until about 2002, ESPN always had Usac Sprint, Midget, or Silver Crown racing on. And that was like how and if they didn't, TNN had World of Outlaws, and that was how I spent my Saturday nights.
Perfect.
And I thought, you know, it's Saturday night. Let's watch some. Don't those cars sound good?
Yeah, they do. They're fun to watch race too, man.
Steve Butler.
Are we going to be seeing maybe a young Jeff Gordon in this?
You'll see. You'll see.
Eric Gordon, is he related to Jeff?
No, he's from Florida.
Okay.
Very good driver, though. Let's see here.
This guy's a great announcer.
Yeah, and these guys are great too. It's the Gary and Larry show. I miss these guys.
They're men, right? Like nowadays when I watch sports and the announcers, they're all like playful, faggoty. Bleh. Like I don't get it. These are dudes.
Larry Rice has definitely had some, spills. Steve Butler, great driver. Yep. Tony Stewart's
Wow.
first ever sprint car race.
Oh my god, dude, this is an epic. This is an epic fucking video that you picked, dude.
20 years old. He's a graduate from 3/4 midgets, which are the little tiny midgets, and he's making his first sprint car start
At Salem Speedway in Salem, Indiana.
Look at those
That's
banks,
awesome.
dude. Look at those banks.
I have got to get a decent phone and go up there and just do it. I have to now. This made me
banks. They are
determined
epic.
to do it. What?
You need to see these banks. They're like mountains.
I wonder who owns that track.
I'm not sure. One of these sprint cars in this heat is a V6. They used to give V6s a weight break because of the less power, but they stopped in about 95. So you really don't see V6s anymore.
Yeah, well,
they used to be.
That would eliminate them, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they used to be pretty popular. You're on board with the V6 right now, I believe. 33-degree banking. That's more than Daytona.
And it's a tiny little fucking track.
Yeah. Whoa.
That looks like so
start.
much fucking fun, dude.
That was a bad start, though. Larry Rice is a former Indy 500 starter. Gary Lee, he's a veteran pit reporter and announcer. Those two were legends together, the Gary and Larry show. Those two were legends. They just had a chemistry together.
Okay. They were trying to explain the yellow. Something about...
Basically, because they got a really bad start, they didn't want to basically have a really ragged start.
Okay. So it's a presentation kind of thing?
Well, no, it's more of a safety kind of thing.
Okay.
I mean, these cars, you can get hurt in these cars.
Yeah, they don't look like they'd like to roll over at all.
No. They don't even have wings to protect you.
Yeah.
Wing sprint cars go around this track a lot faster, but that's actually kind of scary.
Like, we need to watch one of those.
I can't find, but hopefully when LBTV uploads the King of the Wing race I was at earlier, I will show you that from Irvindale.
Or maybe the day I go, there'll be winged ones.
Maybe. I don't know if King of the Wing goes there, though. Although,
I like how the body is offset from the axle. It's left of center. The outside tires stick out more.
That sprint car that we're on board with has been around since the 60s.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they just didn't throw them away. And yeah, they're designed to turn left and only left.
Yeah, why would you want anything else? I mean...
But yeah, a lot of these sprint cars... a lot of these...
Oops, road course.
Oh, God. A lot of these sprint cars...
Can you imagine these things on a road course?
Mm-hmm. A lot of these sprint cars are actually quite old because there's, why not?
That's neat, though. I think that adds to the history. And damn, they're jumpy, twitchy little fucking things.
I think Larry Rice has actually raced in that car we're on board with. Listen to that V6.
Listen to how excited the announcer is.
You don't hear excitement anymore, do you? In announcing.
Not in anything.
Everything's all just...
Like even the Super Bowl, I remember being back in the day, was a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
Even something stupid like pro wrestling in the late 90s
nowadays,
was exciting.
They put artificial...
Everything was exciting in the late 90s.
Well, nowadays they put artificial pomp into everything rather than just making it... Like, this really does excite me.
You're absolutely right, dude. Just announce what's going on. Shut the fuck up about your feelings about the matter. Just tell me what's happening.
Wow. Sorry, race is on.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But we're both right.
The good thing about this race is there's plenty of breaks between the heats and stuff.
Something I'm noticing on the onboard cam, you'll catch up to someone so fast you have to lift.
Yeah.
Like it because when you see a car in front of you wiggle a bunch, it slows them down, and you catch up so quick you have to let up. Like you can't pass. You have to wait.
Yep.
You have to find that moment and hit it.
Joey Saldana, he's the son of Joe Saldana. He's made his name of World of Outlaws with 99 career wins. But here he is in USAC. He doesn't like the pavement, actually, but he's done pretty well.
Well, this looks extremely hard.
Basically, if you grew up on dirt and you try to adjust to pavement, it's going to be a jarring transition.
I can't imagine the difficulty learning curve with these things. Like,
well, and like I said, dirt versus pavement. It's
too.
Two different driving styles. And winged versus non-winged. Joey Saldana is in second.
These remind me more of a go-kart.
With a 900 horsepower engine.
Yeah.
Joey Saldana running in second is really impressive, actually, because, like I said before, he does not he's not really a pavement driver.
We got a slow car here.
No, the race is over.
Well, shit, I missed that.
He's still racing in World of Outlaws, Joey Saldana. Son of Joe Saldana, as I said. He was a contemporary
Jim
Mr.
Mahoney.
Jim Mahoney.
Mahoney. That's an awesome last name.
Jim Mahoney is like, that name just makes me think of sprint cars for some reason. I don't know much about it, but just that name.
Mahoney. That's a great name.
It sounds like he's been like working on like a car for 5 years.
Mahoney's Garage. Yeah.
Mahoney's Garage.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just on some shitty industrial park in Princeton, Indiana. Yeah.
Quaker State.
Dude, I have like this weird fascination with industrial like parks and cities.
Yeah, I do too.
Oh, dude, I'm fascinated with them. The place I went to rehab is in one. It was great for me. It was very therapeutic.
Pat O'Connor, one of the great legends. He was killed in the Indy 500, I believe.
Oh wow, from North Vernon.
Yeah.
Jeez, there's a thick history here in racing. I didn't realize.
They've been racing. This is the Pat O'Connor Memorial right here. That's what this race is called. You can hear the fans.
Jim Mahoney. Fuck yeah, dude. I like this guy. He doesn't have to do anything right in his life. He just has the best name ever.
Wonder what I have no idea what he's actually done in racing. I mean, other than win that heat race.
He won a heat.
He did win a heat, which is more than I have.
Hey, yeah. I mean, if you were a professional racer, like doing fucking local shit like this, just winning a heat for you would be huge. Well, it would be like, yes.
Yeah, Robin Miller, who never won a race. He won several heats. And that kept him going pretty much for 7, 8 years. He never actually won a feature, but he won, heats, and heats. Of course, he didn't have to worry. He was riding for the Indianapolis Star. Jim Mahoney. All right, ready for heat number 2.
Hell yeah. Yes, I am.
Heat race.
Loctite.
Love that music.
It's a great product.
Loctite. Yeah. I have a Loctite t-shirt.
And, dude, 90s products were cooler. I mean, I know Loctite is still around, but what I mean by that is the sponsors of shit today being like websites and shit. It's like, no, I want fucking glue.
I had a Loctite t-shirt, actually. I got it for free at Long Beach. All right, let's see this lineup here.
Oh, man, this shot. That was pure Indiana right there, dude. It was. That was. The sunset and everything. Oh, this is wonderful, dude. This is wonderful.
Oh, someone's enjoying it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't enjoy anything last night, really. Honestly, I was enjoying something else that
Yes,
nothing could have
I
compared.
enjoyed it though. That was a great finish.
Yeah, it was. That did get me excited.
Yeah. All right, let's see if they get the starting lineup here.
There's some murdered out one and bringing up the rear.
Yep. These are sprint cars. Midgets are smaller sprint cars with 4-cylinder engines. I'm going to go see them in November. Wow. That car is built in 65, Scott.
Yeah, I heard that.
Bruce Roby.
That just goes to show you a well-maintained machine will just keep going.
Okay, let's hear. Bob Sika, I like him.
Fuck
Phillip.
you, Chet. I hope Randerson wins.
Nah, Chet Phillips a great driver. He's
Yeah,
actually
but-
done Daytona and Indy before.
Yeah, but Chet.
He's won the Little 500 at Anderson. That's a 500 lap sprint car race.
But his name is Chet.
Yeah, well, your name's Scott, so
Yeah, Chet though.
what? Yeah, but
Yeah, Chet.
I can't.
What's up, Chet?
I can't. He's too good.
Okay. But
You know what I mean? It's just,
it cracks me up. This guy bringing up the rear, his entire car is murdered out. It's just black. It's great.
watch the 65 though. The Bruce Roby. That car was actually built in 65, as they said. The Bruce is in the front row.
Here we go.
Green, green, green.
Man, they're quick.
Clarence Miller special. Oof. Bob Ciccone. That's a good name too, I think.
Yeah. Hey, down at Siccone's Tube Emporium, get any fucking tube you want.
Fucking too.
Get Siccone's.
Bruce Field has a problem. Wow. That is low. Where's Phillip? You were talking about sprint car races being very stop-start affairs with a lot of yellows and such.
Yeah.
I
one I
swear,
watched was.
one of the semis in the sprint car race lasted 2 hours. Not really, but it felt like it because it was just like yellow, yellow.
Flag. Yeah.
Oh, there's Chad Phillip. Oh,
The murdered out car just pitted and he's done. He's probably just embarrassed because he wasn't even competitive at all.
no. A lot of these people, I mean, some of the back markers just.
Kind of like the race bikes.
Well, it's there's a semi, so let's not tear stuff off in the heats. Let's just wait for the semi if we're not competitive, because the first four transfer to a semifinal. Larry Rice actually drove a car that's in the field. That's awesome. And the first three drivers have all driven.
Whoa, dude! That dude went sideways as fuck, dude.
That's just a story you don't get anymore. You know what I mean? That like all three of the first three drivers have driven that 165 car,
Right?
including Larry Rice, the co-commentator. You just don't hear that anymore.
Chet Phillip won. He doesn't look like a Chet at all. He's got a fucking redneck mustache. He's a scrawny dude.
Yeah,
Looks like he drank a little too much.
and he can wheel a race car.
Yeah.
I think he makes up for his goofy name. Let's put it that way. Two more heats, Scotty.
Yeah. I'll come back and join you. Don't worry. I wonder if ESPN still goes there.
Oh hell no.
Does anybody?
They stopped. Arca still goes there, the Arca Racing Series, but Usac Sprints and Midgets are now an online. You can watch them online for a paid subscription on. I think it's Speed Shift TV. But ESPN stopped doing this in 2002. Bastards,
That's sad.
bastards. I mean, just well, yeah, I.
And they have more than enough resources to do this shit.
Well, and it's great racing.
They just, how they have ESPN 1, 2, 3, whatever. They should just have ESPN Motor.
They should have
Period.
some sort of. Somebody should have a motor thing. There's no motor channel. Hey, Scott, your kin right there.
What?
Here's your kin right there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
All of them. Look at them.
Just saying.
They still all look like this, too. The fashion didn't change. The hairstyles didn't change. Nothing.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, that dude right there, I think I dealt to him today at work.
You should just ask random people, are you a former sprint car racer?
Yeah.
You might get some shocking answers.
Or when I go to Salem, have you ever been to French Lake Casino? Well, yeah. Well, shit. French Lick would be a wonderful place to build a track.
French Lick?
Yes, it would be a badass place to build a track. It really seriously
Maybe there is
would.
a track there. I don't know.
There's a go-kart track, a really good one.
And here's Dave Spain with Chet Phillip. He's from Florida.
Yeah, he's got a southern draw to him.
I think he stopped racing in like 2010. He's done Indy and NASCAR. Dave Despain, by the way, is a former motorcycle racer.
Loctite Racing.
I remember them as the Stoops Freightliner Sprint Car Series. I don't know who they're sponsored by now. Oh yeah, this is back when they used to sanction the Indy 500.
Wow, that's a huge track.
They didn't sanction any other races, any other Indy races, because CART had basically CART sanctioned every race except for Indy, or USAC would sanction Indy. It was retarded. Yes, it is. That's what they did the Rich Vogler Classic.
I need to very seriously think about planning out getting to these racetracks and even the Indy 500.
Oh yeah, I've been to 4 sprint car races this year.
Yeah, but I want to cover them live with you. Wouldn't that be fucking epic?
That would be, but I would have to have like a feed so I know what's going on.
How could we do that?
Okay,
well, the Indy 500 would be too difficult.
Robbie Stanley. Yeah, well, we'll figure out a way.
Well, the 500 wouldn't be too difficult because you just
Like
watch it live.
I can't stream the races I'm at because I don't have technology. If I did, we do a race every fucking week.
Right? Maybe that could be something we do.
Hey Scott, it's time to go to another race. Yeah, but I'm working. Fuck you. You're commentating with me.
I could hit you up for 20 minutes, like during my breaks.
No, but
Wow, they're getting
I don't know how
wiggly.
technology. I don't have the technology to do that when I'm away. Wow, sideways.
Yeah, dude, these guys are getting. This is chaos right here.
There's a thing. Well, they're on pavement, so it's not as it wouldn't be as
Everything's
interesting as dirt.
juddery and jiggly and blah.
You know what I
There's
mean?
not one smooth thing going on that track right now.
There's people who think, well, they're on pavement, so it won't be as interesting as dirt.
No, this is way more interesting.
But I find dirt interesting as well.
Well,
But
you can't see the very intricate little fishtailing and drafting things that are happening. Like, it looks terrifying to be behind the wheel.
next time I'll try to find a sprint car race like this, but on dirt, so you can see these cars on dirt, just so you can kind of compare the two.
And I know it's because the tires are grabbing the track, and these things aren't built to maneuver very well. They turn left.
Yeah.
So when things get squirrely, they get squirrely quick.
But I like both dirt and pavement. I think just give me sprint cars.
Yeah, well, sprint cars are a lot of fun.
Race them on anything you want. Dirt, pavement, fucking ice.
Rocks.
I've seen these things go up Pikes Peak.
Razor blades.
I have
the
seen
Razor Blade 500.
I have seen these things go up Pikes Peak, though.
Now that would be a race right there.
Yeah, they do that there's a class for these.
No, I mean the Razor Blade 500.
Oh, stop being stupid.
I'm finding that extremely difficult to do.
I know.
I can't do it. I don't know how to do it. I'm too stupid to do that.
I know.
I'm too stupid to not be stupid.
I just love how excited these guys are.
Oh, I bet their hearts are pumping pretty hard. Because that was one squirrely race. Terre Haute?
Terre Haute action track?
Oh, Terre Haute has a track? Well,
shit. Terre Haute action track, man. Great little track.
Well, shit, that's not... I mean, it's far, but it's not terribly far.
I think it's hilarious. I know why, and you don't have to explain. But I do think it's funny that I know more about Indiana racing than you do.
Yeah. Eric Gordon's other car.
Eric Gordon's other car.
Is that the one that won?
Yeah.
Rick Howerton. Gay last name, but hey.
Oh, come on. There was a great motocross driver named Ken Howerton.
Howerton.
Vogler.
It's too long. Howerton.
Wait. Long. There's a racing driver named Papadopoulos.
But it flows better and it sounds interesting. Howerton sounds boring and bleh.
You sound boring.
Vogler does sound boring.
No, I mean just your voice.
Oh. No. I don't.
Yes. Dig that like synthesized music right there.
Yes. Yes. That's early 90s, late 80s feature.
Yeah. So is this.
Hey, you gotta. I mean, I like the genre myself of retro wave, but we don't need it because we watch racing from the early 90s.
Right. We watch racing from the 90s. We don't need retro wave.
Yes. Wouldn't that be a great retro wave album that's featured around motorsport?
Yes.
Wouldn't that be a great concept for a retro wave album? Yes, it would. We should commission it.
Wait, I want to hear. Wait, he's Ken Howerton's son? No shit. I knew Howerton wasn't that common of a name, but holy shit. It's like Vogler. Like, as soon as I saw your name, I thought, like Rich?
Like Rich? Yeah, like
That,
Rich.
seriously, as soon as I saw your last name, I was like, I know that name. So it's the same thing with Howerton. I didn't realize that he was actually Kent's son.
I need to look into like how exactly I'm related to him. It might be no relation. I mean, who knows? I'm
I don't know.
assuming I'm related somehow.
But hell, I'd flaunt it.
Oh, I mean, when I go, I'm definitely telling people that I'm pretty sure I'm related to Rich Vogler.
There's a dragster, there's a funny car driver named Roger Lindemood. Okay, starting lineup.
Jamie Matthews, Brad Armstrong, who is also a very good professional wrestler.
No, he's not.
Tony Stewart's first heat start in sprint car racing. We got Randy Sweet. I know that name. Jeff Bloom. Charlie Workman.
Jeff
No,
Bloom is a
but
pavement specialist, so it'd be interesting. So basically, the fast guys are starting at the back.
Tony, he doesn't even look like him. Just a kid. That's crazy.
Gene Lee Gibson on the outside.
That's a great name. Gene Lee Gibson.
5 USAC sprint wins. Oh yeah, you'd want a Leffler in the '70s, definitely. They were great cars.
Now I'm telling you, Brad Armstrong is a badass
Probably a
fucking
different guy.
professional wrestler. I know, but
As long as I never have to hear Dusty fucking Rhodes ever again.
come on, idiot! You don't want to hear the American Dream talk about
No,
monster
I don't.
trucks?
Especially
About
about
some
Katie
convoluted, crazy, tripped out fucking murder mystery plot going on? That is why monster trucks were so awesome. I'm sorry, but that made monster trucks stand out, make them special, and made them fun.
I don't need them fun. I just want to see them
Stupid
drive.
shit like that.
I just want to see them drive.
You can't tell me that it was not bizarrely entertaining.
No,
Have
at
that
the
weird
end it
shit
actually
happening.
started getting because I didn't know. Like I thought they were just gonna. Oh, she's fine, right? Oh, but then that got like really dark at the end.
Yeah, it got super dark. Like, Katie, you gotta run. Oh no, she's screaming. Oh no! Like, oh my god, what's happening?
There's a shrine. Oh my god, the phone is dead.
Did a Bigfoot like crash through her house and start raping her? Like what?
But it's just, I mean, so at first I was kind of annoyed by it, and then I thought, okay, what's going to happen? Is it just going to be like, oh, she's fine? But then all of a sudden it was just, like I said, it was
Dark
really dark and.
But it was monster trucks. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, I know it was monster. It wasn't wrestling. It wasn't. The thing I love about it is they didn't even mention it during the entire broadcast. They just during this like
right
during the intermissions.
Like in contrast to this fucking murder mystery kidnapping plot, we have a championship fucking monster truck thing to do.
And then they got all serious and started talking about like the truck and things like that. Yeah. Gene Lee Gibson wins.
I'm sorry, that's just funny. It would not work for sprint cars.
No. But dear God, that ended on such a dark. And I love the people trying to like be all serious and like.
Do you know what that's called?
Yeah. We mentioned it a couple times.
Yeah. It's just funny to me that like way back in the day, it worked.
But I still have the people like just looking at their notes and going, "Why am I doing this?"
Yeah. There was quite a bit of that. Gene Lee Gibson's our winner. Brad Armstrong finished second. Jeff Bloom
Yes.
fourth. Jamie Matthews fourth.
Paul Leffler did fire a lot of people. And Gene Lee Gibson. Yeah, you pretty much.
Unlike that fucking asshole at the Indianapolis 500 who did the same thing with his car and didn't lift his fucking throttle and then blamed the driver that wasn't even close to him for almost killing Scott Dixon.
Yeah.
God, that still makes me mad, dude.
Yeah, I know. It's just, but that guy, I thought he did a great job of not hitting the fence. Oh yeah, that music.
I was glad to see Dixon in that fucking Ignition episode to cover that fucking sports car. It's like, hell yeah, dude, you deserve a video like that.
Yeah, he's still racing Indy cars.
That's good.
He won a race this year.
Man, he was an inch away from death, though. God.
Yeah, well.
Like, much more so than a lot of wrecks I've seen.
He sounds like Gene Lee Gibson. Let's put it that way.
We're kind of going from square one.
Like, he's just imagine. Like, if I had to imagine what a guy named Gene Lee Gibson sounds like. Dick Johnson.
Yeah, that wasn't on purpose.
There was a famous Australian racing driver named Dick Johnson.
How did Richard turn into Dick?
Oh, it's probably been a nickname for a long time. "30-lap feature." I'm going to choose Chet Phillip to win, but I doubt he'll win just because I'm choosing him. Steve Butler's really good, though.
Is there a last chance?
Yes, race? There's a last chance.
All right. So that black car that pulled off earlier, he's probably saving himself for that race?
Probably. Or he could have mechanical problems. We'll see. Oh, yeah. Music. Early 90s. This is just, it's so dated. I love it. It's so dated.
I like how every vignette back then ended with like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was always a beat like, like, oh my God. Only in the 90s.
That's Larry Rice.
And then it evolved into everything had to be hardcore.
Yep.
In the late 90s.
Yep.
And that's gone.
Racing is a lot of fun, but don't ever try to make a living out of it. So true. So true.
Now everything's soft and Disney and yeah.
Oh, I want to hear this. News about motorsports. Formula One.
Man, these dudes covered it back then, didn't they?
Yep. And then
Nigel Mansell. Oh, man. Back in the heyday of Formula One, man.
And then he went into IndyCar 2 years later.
Mansell, Senna. We got Nigel Mansell, Ayrton Senna, Ricardo Patrese, Gerard Berger, and Alain Prost, however you pronounce it.
Patrese.
I like names Patrese. There.
Trans Am, I love Trans Am.
We watched some of that in that wreck and they walked away.
Yeah, Trans Am, great stuff. Scott Sharp.
Yeah, Scott Sharp, Jack Baldwin, Irv Hoer, Bobby Sobey,
Ah,
Darren Brassfield.
oh,
Don't know these guys. I know Scott Sharp. I know
he's
that
still
name.
races. He still races. Darren Brassfield's a great Indy cars
In
in the
Jersey,
Meadowlands. The Meadowlands.
Cart,
Rick
Rick
Mears.
Mears, Emerson Fittipaldi, Michael Andretti, Bobby Rahal, Mario Andretti. What a list. What a fucking list. Damn. Al
You know
Unser Jr., Ari Leindyke. God damn. Scott Pruitt.
wow.
What a fucking list.
Just hearing those names are just yeah. My Nigel Mansell actually raced kart for 2 years. Ooh, they're gonna do a thing about how old a sprint car is. Yep. Wow. Yep. Anderson.
Man, just seeing that thing parked in a garage next to its tools and everything. That's awesome.
Yep.
That is awesome. There's the man who built it too. This is awesome.
Yep. That's the V6 car. Yep.
That's why they changed it.
Yep. Yeah. Wonder what became of it after they got rid of the weight brake.
I actually, well, let's let this end first. He was on 3 wheels in this footage.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, I've definitely caught the sprint car bug.
We're sorry we didn't say anything, people.
That
If you
was
want
way
to
too
know,
interesting for someone like me and
want to know what
Elliot.
we're talking
Sorry.
about, you can watch the damn thing.
Yeah. Well, just quickly, they just went through a history of the car you saw on screen. I like engineering stuff, and Elliot's a race car driving fan. So,
I do wonder what happened to the car when they got rid of the V6 weight brake, and I believe it was 95 or so.
and
They
I was
got rid of
also
the weight brake and basically said V6 had to run the same as V8s. I think it was a political move by the V8s to kind of
I
outlaw
don't
the
think
V6.
it was. I think it was because of the tire situation they explained. Because the team with the lighter car in the V6 didn't have to change tires as much.
Well,
The
they
guy
don't
said
change
it.
tires at all
Yeah,
during
but
these races.
yeah, but if you're a team running these cars, it costs money. And the V8s, the heavier cars have to buy more tires, which makes them a little bit less competitive unless they have more money. So it might be more of a political thing, like you're saying, but there's a reason behind it.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how the V6 does tonight.
This is the last chancery.
This is the last chance. Tony Stewart.
He's in second. He's making a move. No, okay, Stewart's winning. Okay.
And Randy Sweet, who's a stock car veteran.
Uh-oh. Sweet's making a move. Stewart cut him off.
Yeah, stock cars are much easier to drive than a sprint car. Well, I won't say easier because stock cars are very heavy and bulky. It's just a different style.
These are much more squirrely.
But stock cars, it takes a lot more effort to actually get them to do something smooth because they're so damn big.
There's absolutely nothing smooth about these cars.
That's the thing. If you like engineering, I do suggest looking up sprint stock cars because it is rather more than just getting in a car and turning left for a couple hours. Randy Sweet.
That murdered out car is just not competitive at all.
Define murdered out.
It's just all black. Everything on it's black.
Huh. Here comes Sweet.
All right, Tony's in third. Okay. Come on, Tony. Ah. Oh.
Come on, Anthony. Oops. Okay, the V6 car's in the last chance race. So that kind of explains the competitiveness of the V6s. You'll still see a couple of V6s at the Anderson Little 500, but
I'm just eager to see if Tony can pull this off. Oh, come on. Get this yellow done. He's just sitting there on the fucking track, though.
Poncho Carter. Great driver.
Great name. Poncho Carter. Hell yeah.
Great driver.
All right. Now they got that son of a bitch off the track.
Son bitch. Nine plus 3 equals 12.
Yes.
He lost power and now he's out of the race. I love that they have to push the things. Push the Parnelli Jones, Roger McCluskey, Mario Andretti. Poncho Carter. Wow, Poncho Carter was in that car, Jim Mahoney's car.
All right. We should be getting going here in a second. Yeah, here we go. Man, we were on the onboard reverse camera.
On the
You
V6
can hear
car.
that engine rev up
On the
real
V6
good. That
car.
was awesome.
Listen to that V6.
Oh my God, dude. He just fucking kicked their ass. He's way out in front.
Where did he come from?
Wow. Yeah, what the hell?
He was nowhere.
Come on, Tony. You just got to get one position. Yeah. Come on. Nope. Nope. Oh, nope. He's out. He slid. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
the V6 won the last chance race.
Man, he almost got that, dude. Tony almost got that.
Not bad for his first time out.
Yeah, right? What killed him was he fishtailed.
Yep.
He had to lift. Hey, I actually respect a driver if they're fishtailing in any car. Rather than wreck.
The car that we saw in the video just won the race.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think if I was a racer's son or a racer's dad, and he was 20 years old making his first ever start, a sprint car start, I think I'd want him somewhere other than this track, to be honest. I mean, those banks are huge.
Yeah, but we're talking Tony Stewart here, dude.
We're talking
this
bigger
dude was
than Daytona.
born ready.
Steeper than Daytona. I love Dave Despain's voice. I wish I had his voice, to be honest. More news. Jimmy Hensley.
Did this turn into the Busch series?
This is the Busch series.
Busch Grand National.
Davey Allison. Terre Haute Action Track. Jack Hewitt. Tony Elliott. Johnny Parsons. Tony Elliott was my favorite driver back in the day.
Well, yeah, wouldn't he? B.
Shut up.
Elliott.
Kinzers and the Swindells and Doug Wolf. So you had Steve
Bruce.
Kinzer.
It's like, oh, Don Markham. I know a Markham. Ray Kong. That's an awesome
Steve
fucking
Saleen.
name.
We saw Ray Kong race. We saw Steve Saleen race.
I've seen Steve Saleen race.
So Doug Wolfgang was like a really good sprint, but so you were talking about Sammy Swindell earlier.
Was I?
Good. Yeah.
What did I say about him?
Well, you were talking about when you were watching the Knoxville Nationals.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. He made it epic because he was the veteran of that race. And he was leading most of the time, but a younger buck got him. Can't remember who that was.
I think it was Schatz.
Yeah, it was Schatz. Yep.
Donnie Schatz in the Tony Stewart racing car, I believe.
Yeah, you're right.
I know I'm right.
That was a fun one to watch, man.
We'll have to watch that on live stream one of these days.
Yeah, we should. Absolutely. We need to try to find racing fans, like actually reach out to racing fans online.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like actually, hey guys, we actually kind of talk about this shit.
Yep, that's Jim Keeker.
I think it'd be good too
Oh,
if we.
stock cars
We're gonna watch some stock cars now.
highlights.
Yeah, I watched. These were there too when I went.
These are insane.
These are actual stock cars, though.
Yeah,
Uh,
these aren't
the
like
ones I
NASCAR.
the ones I saw, they were called stock cars, but they weren't like actual cars. Like,
Oops.
yeah, these are actual old muscle cars. That's awesome.
What about the cars? Because there is a. We need to watch British stock car racing one of these days.
The trunk came open, folks. The trunk.
Wayne Edwards. I've seen him race before.
Yeah, I would just take the trunk off. I think
I thought they were just. I thought they were like NASCAR type cars, but
these
these are
aren't.
more.
These aren't. These are fucking old muscle
Yeah, I know.
beefed
I'm
up
just
muscle
saying. I
cars.
thought they were muscle NASCAR cars.
The ones I saw were more like NASCARs.
Yeah. Woo.
Yeah, they're fishtailing through these turns.
These look like fun though.
This reminds me of Jerry Was a Race Car Driver by Primus.
This reminds me of watching local racing at Irwindale.
Jerry Was a Race Car Driver.
Yeah.
Now, a hot
Oh,
pink
wait.
and black one would be badass.
Yeah, but okay, you have to see this and just listen because this is very humorous. What they're gonna do right now? Just
This
you're gonna love
music, you
it.
mean?
No. What they're gonna do now?
Dun, 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 dun,
They're gonna
dun,
throw
dun,
someone on the
dun.
bus. Listen. Ready? This is the lead announcer.
So they just pick on each other. That's
Yeah.
something you don't hear anymore either. See, I like that they have their own inside jokes and shit going on over the air. I like that.
Yeah, they because Gary Lee's sort of an amateur racer, or whatever, and he so they just ripped on him for his incessant bragging, and yeah, you do. Oh, in race broadcasts, they still do that though. I thought that was hilarious, though. I
It
thought
was
you
good.
needed to watch that. I think he did a better job than you would.
What?
I thought he did a better job at, at that track than you did, than you would have.
Well, yeah, I would have died. Again, I would have been that first annoying yellow flag on the first lap.
He yeah, you would have crashed. He just went to the back.
You know that there's always that one annoying yellow flag on the first lap.
Yeah, I
You don't
know.
want to be that guy.
You really don't.
Like you just don't. Like not only because you wrecked your owner's car and you're not going to get any points or money, but you annoyed everyone at the racetrack.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
But I'm just imagining you just driving in a car and just screaming.
Yeah. Ah! Yeah.
Scott, you're going 20 miles an hour.
That's why I'm screaming. These dudes are flying by me. Just fucking killing you.
On board with Jim Keeger.
Randy Sweet. That's a pretty fucking awesome name.
Randy Sweet.
That's a pretty sweet name. Ha!
I'll shoot you.
I am getting really good at jokes I should be shot for. I'm getting really good at it. And people just look at me like with that face like, I wish I could choke you to death right now. And I just start laughing.
Steve Butler, he's a 4-time champion.
He looks very serious and focused.
He's a damn good driver.
He was being interviewed. He did not remove his glance from forward looking. Like his head was not at the camera at all. He was just staring straight forward talking.
So my favorite driver in sports car racing, Christina Nielsen, has a new ride this year. Next year she's going to be driving a Porsche 911.
Man, she gets around.
First it was an Aston, then it was a Ferrari for 2 years. Now it's a Porsche 911.
Well, I mean, there you go. Does that happen a lot?
Yeah, pretty much. But I hope she's competitive. Obviously, she's my favorite driver. So.
Well, it's not like Porsches are a piece of shit or anything.
No. I mean, I hope she can gel with the new team. I mean, it's a brand new team. So she's
brand new car.
No worse than second in the championship. Let's keep it going. And there's Tony Stewart. But a new mortuary. You're a racing driver involved in a mortuary. That's not good.
And they just announced that like, oh yeah, the mortuary.
So you're a racing driver involved in a mortuary. That's just.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The irony does not escape me. Here's that old car again. From 65.
Oh, they're going to interview Tony Stewart. Listen to Indiana twang, though. He sounds so different.
Did you hear his teammates going, "Hurry up, get down, fix that"?
He sounds so different, though. He's got the Indiana twang.
He's a kid in this video.
He's younger than I am. He's literally 20 years old.
There's a lot of cars in this race.
Yeah. So, here we go. What's going on? What's going on here? Yeah. 20 cars.
That's pretty, yeah.
The V6 is starting on the outside of the front row. It's either going to be Phillip or Butler who's going to win the race.
Oh, the Mahoney-Saccone complex here.
The Mahoney-Saccone row. Bruce Roby in the really old car. Joey Saldana starting last. So it should be a pretty good race. Let's see if the V6 car can actually pull some off.
All right, man. I'm ready for this.
I am ready. I'm excited. Are you ready for some Saturday night short track auto racing?
Here we go.
Green, green, green.
What a great sound. Just a thunder.
Thunder, that's the name of this program. Eric Gordon's in second.
And they sound cooler than dirt ones because they actually have to let off the throttle.
Well, wings, non-wings on dirt also have to lift off the throttle.
Wreck. Bad one. Well, not as bad as it first looked. Nobody flipped or anything.
But non-winged on dirt also have to get out of it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 car pileup.
But I still say winged or non-winged is still good.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm not saying good or bad. I just noticed the winged on dirt. It's
which is yeah, right. Well, I saw winged and non-winged at the same track, the same night. And it was interesting hearing the winged go, wide open, which is fun. I like, but just hearing the non-winged, yeah, it really has to. But you know what? I liked both, and I'm glad I didn't have to choose.
I don't choose. I'm just noticing differences.
Gene Lee Gibson's out of
it. Randy Sweet's picture is fucking hilarious. It looks like a prison picture. He looked drunk as fuck. His hair was all messed up.
Gene Lee's out of it. Jim Mahoney goes involved. Yeah. You have no time. Yep. Scott, these are non-winged cars. On the winged cars, as I said, at Toledo, which is a high bank track, although not this high banked, they were hitting 180 on the straights.
Wow. That's scary.
So these cars aren't hitting 180, but these maybe 120, 130. The closing speed, as Larry Rice said, is tremendous.
Well, I noticed that earlier, just from the squirreliness of a
So if
car.
one guy makes a mistake, oh,
He hit the brakes though, and decelerated pretty good before he hit him. He still hit him pretty goddamn hard though.
that's Hallerton. It's way too early for shit like that.
There was a hick that came up to Howard and started yelling at him.
Oh God.
Yeah. Just some redneck just fucking screaming at him, pointing his finger in his face.
Not even a driver?
No. Some dude in suspenders.
Well, that's good. There's Gene Lee. Fucking audio.
He's got a
Staticky.
mullet. He's got a dirty mullet.
Have you ever seen a driver named Boris Said? His hairstyle's scary.
No, I haven't.
Damage on the fence, Scott.
Looks like they're getting it fixed already, though.
Yep. This was a good idea you had to get a race. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I want to watch sprint cars.
Yeah. I like that. If I want to watch a race, all I have to do is type race, and then it happens.
Yeah, right. I just gotten in from dinner. Fish.
I had fish today for lunch.
Cool. I had coconut shrimp for lunch.
I had some meatballs, fish, a breadstick, and a salad.
Just a random breadstick. I
Yeah.
found it on the ground, you know? It had
Well-
maggots on it. Hair.
Well, I can't eat a lot of bread, so one breadstick. Normally, I'd have like 5 of them.
I can't not eat bread.
Yeah, I know. It's
Do you know
hard.
what I mean? Like I can't like if someone
It's
told
hard,
me
dude, trust me.
if someone told me if you eat another piece of bread you'd die, I'd be like,
Dude, bread is, you don't realize it until you try to not to eat it. It's hard
I
not
know.
to eat.
yeah, you definitely have more willpower than I do.
Oh,
Willpower, get it?
Hey, I haven't had a fucking energy drink in 3 weeks. I haven't had
I haven't
I
had
have-
one in 2 days
2 days.
because we don't have any.
I haven't had
Dr.
like-
Pepper's like a fucking.
I haven't had a like sweet dessert in like a month.
I can't be you.
Dude, it's hard. Hard. It's just as hard as not doing drugs, dude. It really is. It seriously is.
hmm
Like I was all grouchy and tired and bleh
I know.
when I first
and
stopped.
I understand why you're doing it, and I wish you all the best, but I can't.
Oh, dude. There's got to be some kind of fucking. Now, the one cool thing though is I can eat all the meat I want. That's the one cool part, but it's not enough, dude. Garlic bread, oh, fucking pasta, oh,
Yeah,
I can't eat pasta.
I can't do that. I'm just gonna eat, get fat, and die when I die.
There was fucking lasagna today for lunch, and I stared at that motherfucking thing for like 2 minutes straight, holding up the line.
See, I'm the enabler. I'm the guy. No, you can do it. Just do it once, you know. And the
No, dude, I stared at it, and I held the line up for what felt like 2 or 3 minutes, and I was just staring at it. And someone went, "You gotta go?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I just went and got a drink and sat down and ate.
I'm the fucking worst person if you're on a diet. I am literally the worst person you could be with. Because, like, I'll respect, like, if you don't drink or do drugs or whatever, because I don't do that very much right now. But I will not respect your diet.
Well, I wouldn't put it on anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I
It's
can't,
not your,
like,
it's not fucking, it's not your fucking responsibility to make sure I don't do
but
something.
like, have you ever been around these people, like, and you get something, I can't eat pasta. Why are you making me watch you eat pasta? It's like, because fuck you.
Yeah, because fuck you. That's right.
You should
be that
it.
way.
You shouldn't worry about
If you don't want to eat, this pasta, then don't fucking eat it.
I'm going to.
I'm going to. I'm not going to. But yeah, I hear you.
But you know, these people get all sensitive. It's like, fuck.
Why don't you just shut up?
Or the people who like are like in AA and like, what are you drinking beer around me? You know I can't drink. It's like, well, you can't.
Yeah, but I can.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
It's like,
I think though, tonight I am just so hungry for something sweet that I'm gonna cheat. It's been long enough, man. It's not gonna kill me to have some like a donut. You know,
donut.
A fucking donut, a fucking Krispy Kreme.
Shut up.
Regular ass Krispy Kreme glazed donut in the microwave. I am doing it.
Shut up.
I am doing it. 12 seconds in the microwave. Oh,
I am
my
so jealous.
God. I'm going to stick my dick in the donut hole and just fuck it and then eat it.
Ugh.
What?
That was Bob Ciccone, by the way.
Man, it's taking them a while to get these cars off.
Well, yeah, they don't have all the resources and technologicals.
All you need is a goddamn truck and a hook.
Yeah, but you have to also make sure the pieces don't fall off. Yes, update on.
Ooh.
Still hurts, though.
Oh, man. Well, that's what I was thinking. Like, dude, a bruised rib sucks. Like,
yeah, but I mean, I actually heard an interesting story that a driver named Scott Pruitt, who we've seen a couple of times, he actually bent his rib. He didn't break it. He bent it. And Dave Mustaine, the host, was talking about a time he was on a dirt bike and he, shall we say, tried to hug a tree. He crashed into a tree and he went to the hospital and they said, he said, I have a broken rib. The guy, no, your rib's not broken. He goes, what are you talking about? I've had broken ribs before. I've had broken ribs. I know what it's like. No, it's just bent.
That would be weird.
Yeah. So it's not broken, it's just bent. Yeah, that's a weird crash. I imagine it hurts like hell though.
Oh yeah. I've had a bruised rib before, dude. It blows. I can't imagine what it'd be like to break one or bend one.
Or bend one.
Ugh. Yeah, a bruised rib was like weeks worth of I can't breathe.
Painkillers. And by that I
Shut
mean
up.
the album by Judas Priest. Just give me Painkiller by Judas Priest. Fine.
That's a crazy fucking song, man.
Yeah.
They had to be doing drugs when they made that song. Because that is a fucking wild, crazy song. I'll be right back.
There they are. You hear them start. ARCA stock cars also race at Salem, and they put on a hell of a show. At least I think they do. Yeah, I notice if you're really busy and you're really tired, you'll like kind of forget that you're tired and just kind of do your thing. For a while at least.
Oh, looks like I'm back just on time.
I've always wondered what drivers see at at night or even on the track.
Well, this is in the early 90s, and the on car camera is way better than the one I saw the other day.
Yeah. Bob Siccone's back. Have you noticed the professionalism has gone out of commentating? Like these guys,
it's
yes,
like I
they joke
said.
around, but they all sound very professional. They like Gary Lee sounds like he could be a newscaster.
Yeah.
They sound like they could. They sound
like I said it earlier. They sound like men. Whereas nowadays there's so much.
Inspired me.
There's so much. Let's have fun. Let's play. Right.
I mean, and yeah, these guys joke around and horse around and humiliate each other.
That's not what I mean, though. That's not what I mean.
These are the voices that inspired me to do a show. These kind of, hello and welcome to Thursday Night Thunder. Those people.
Right.
Whereas
I hear what
nowadays,
you're saying.
it seems like the broadcasts are like, oh, you just happen to be tuning into us, and we just happen to be watching a game or a race or whatever.
Yeah. I've noticed with the NFL, there's no heart in it anymore. It's gone.
There is on radio still. Like I noticed that. I noticed I was listening to a radio broadcast,
which is a shame because the players have all the heart in the world, and you can tell, and they're not being represented very good.
But I mean, I was listening to a radio broadcast, and it sounded like a TV broadcast from 20 years ago.
That's crazy.
Like they actually described what they were doing. Like, remember when TV actually described stuff rather than just, oh, look.
Yeah. Yes, I do. and I'll even pull the wrestling card again. In the late 90s, they had Jim Ross, and his thing was he would just call the action. Whatever was happening, that's what he was talking about, until something crazy happened, and he would add this just 9,000th level of hysteria to it, which made it so much fun to watch. Like, oh my God, he's dead! You know,
a lot of the good commentary in Europe, like in Britain, but not so much in the States. We're back to racing, by the way.
Yes, we are.
I think now I'll just one final word. Now, good commentary does exist. You just have to look for it.
Oh, I imagine.
Like Radio Le Mans, IMSA Radio, great commentary. The guys who do the IndyCar radio, great commentary. And the guys from Speed Shift TV also do good commentary. Chet Phillip and Robbie Stanley.
Going here. Yeah, we got some real good damn racing going on here. Oh, man, they're going tough, dude. This is good.
Yeah.
Wow, he just got a huge lead on them guys. Wow. Man, Keeker just went way out in front.
Wow.
He caught just this perfect line. Whatever. Now the gap's closed. He caught that track perfect for like half a lap and just went way out ahead of him.
Yep. You know what I've noticed is that good commentary seems to be on the lower budget racing stuff, like at ARCA, like the guys who do it like Mav TV or whatever. Great commentary. You can tell they really care about the sport. Whereas NASCAR, the commentary is bleh.
Yeah.
So it seems like it's the lower budget guys who, which, hey, you know.
Whatever.
But I still watch NASCAR because it's racing. Winchester is the twin track to Salem. It's got really high banks just like this.
You know, I prefer short racing because I can, when there's a lull in the race, it's not near as bad as like NASCAR.
Well,
like a lull in NASCAR can last 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Whereas in this, it lasts like 5 minutes.
Well, yes, or it could be a really boring race. I prefer racing, just racing in general. I mean, because this could be the most boring race in the world. I've seen sprint car races which are snorefests, where one guy just takes off.
Yeah, but then you look
200.
Then you look for the other battle.
What happened?
64? 65, okay.
That's the car that was built in 65. That sucks. Bruce Roby.
Sorry, I'm yawning. I'm getting old and I work 40 hours and yeah.
Besides,
I get tired.
Races like the Indy 500, there doesn't seem to be a lull in the action.
Yeah, this last Indy 500 was great. I liked the year before, though, too, a lot. You know, maybe I just like the Indy 500 because there's so much history to it.
Well, no, I'll show you a race one of these days when you have 2 or 3 hours at Pocono. That was even better than Indy this year. I shit you not, it was even better than Indy this year.
Cool. Fine with me.
So,
Pocono's the triangle track, right?
Yeah. So it's not necessarily, it's the racing. I mean, I've seen NASCAR races that have kept me entertained for 3.5 hours easily. And if there's a lull in the action, you get up and get a drink. You get up and go get something to eat.
Yeah, well, when you're doing commentary, though, I mean,
You have me, Scott. You can nip off for a piss anytime you want. You know that.
Yeah, but I don't want to be gone for too long.
But I'm just like, because I watch 8 and 24-hour races, and during the 8-hour race at Laguna Seca, we stayed in the trailer for 3 hours listening to the race on TV. But we got a sandwich, we got something to drink, we relax.
Oh, that would be a great race to go to, like an 8 hour race. That would be an awesome race to go to because it'd be like an all day thing.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch the race every second.
Well, I mean, we had the radio on so we could hear it. But we would sit and we ate a sandwich and we got something to drink. And we just relaxed and we watched the end of the Cup race at Talladega. But we also listened to the race the entire time. So we were there, but we weren't. So that's the thing I do with longer races.
Man,
And,
you
and
might get me.
I watched 4 or 5 24-hour races a year. Scooty.
Oh man. Oh, I've watched what 8 races now with you. Something like that.
I think I don't know. It's been a lot. I still
8,
love
9
going from the I still love going from the Indy 500 to CCA race trucks.
Yeah.
That was such a
And
weird contrast. And
after
they both
this,
had exciting
we're watching-
finishes.
After this, we're watching swamp boat racing.
Sprint boat, you mean?
Yeah, I know, but the name kind of gets interchanged.
Um,
I've noticed.
And they both had interesting racing, and I was wrong and you were right with both of them. You thought Bobby Archer, but I thought Tommy Archer had gotten it. But they're both exciting racing. The only thing is the SCCA race trucks were better commentary than the Indy 500.
Did I get that truck race right?
Yes, I didn't think Bobby Archer would actually win. I thought Tommy would win, and you thought Bobby would win, and Bobby got him at like the last fucking second.
I had a knack at predicting races.
Yeah, and
so
you got
far.
Matt Latin right, sort of.
Which race was that?
Last night. You wanted the 69 to win, but you said you thought the other guy was going to win. And the other guy won.
Oh, but it was fucking 1/11,000th of a second.
Yeah.
Off.
It was close.
There's a 69 car right there. In third place.
Let's see if the V6 can win.
It was way the fuck out front a little bit ago.
Jim Keeker? I believe this was live, actually.
So they don't count laps on yellow.
No, they don't in sprint cars, which means the races can last forever. At Turkey Night, they counted. It was a 98-lap midget race, and they counted laps up until lap 75, yellow laps up until lap 75, when they stopped counting yellow laps.
Baseball tonight with the dude.
Baseball
I would love to just for like 5-6 hours one day, just like try to find like someone's VHS recording of ESPN that just ran, right? Not necessarily do a commentary on it, but to just watch it.
I would like to do a couple NASCAR races that, I mean, if you have, 3 hours or whatever, just to show you, like, NASCAR can actually be really interesting back in the day.
I'm sure it could be interesting now.
Oh, it can. I mean, I don't know. I've always had
Kyle Busch fucker certainly makes things interesting.
Defender. What's that?
That Kyle Busch fucker certainly makes things interesting.
Fuck him. I've always been the sort of the NASCAR defender. Jim Keeker's really impressed me. I honestly didn't think he would do as well as.
It's a close race from first to fourth.
Eric Gordon, Robbie Stanley, and someone else. I think it's Phillip.
Fourth place cannot get an angle. Yeah, man, these guys are going tough.
Yeah.
Man, just one mistake, all these guys are going down. Oh my God, man. That makes me nauseous.
Wow.
Yes, he did, man.
Wow.
That was fucking scary.
Yeah.
Oh my God, these guys.
I don't think
Yeah, you
I
can't.
think he was
That
gonna.
V6 is in trouble, dude. He's in trouble. Yep.
Eric
Yeah, he's
Gordon,
slowed way
victory.
down. He's so loose right now. Yep. He's done.
Damn. He had such a good race going. Wow. That sucked.
Yeah. You could
That
tell, dude. He was his fishtail was working for him, and then I think he just hit it too hard, dude.
that sucked.
I think he basically ripped the tire off the fucking car.
Wow. That is such a shame.
Well, our highlight car is in third right now.
Which one is that?
At number 7.
Is that the highlight car?
I think it was. It was that yellow one, right? Yeah.
No, the
No. The one that just went out of the race was.
yeah, the one that just went out of the race.
Yeah.
It ran a good race though.
Damn.
Wow. We need passion like this.
This is fucking riveting shit happening here.
Yeah.
3 laps to go.
On pavement.
3 laps to go. The leader has one hell of a lead.
Eric Gordon. Or
the gap between second and third is rather big. There may be a battle for third here. Oh, first place. Oh, he's got it wrapped up, dude. He's got it wrapped up. This is over. This race is over. Unless something happens.
Kokomo, Indiana's Steve Butler. I told you Butler and Phillip would win, didn't I?
I didn't even make a prediction.
Kokomo, Indiana, wherever the hell that is.
Basically, if there's a car numbered 69, I'm going to root for it. I mean, just because I'm an immature asshole. Third place, 69. Wait, 69 won.
Yeah, Steve Butler.
Woo! I sort of predicted it because I rooted for 69.
Nah, it doesn't count.
I know it doesn't. Yeah, dude, that tire just came shredding off that car.
Wow, that was lucky. Wow.
69.
Steve Butler, the 4-time champion from Indiana. He's a home state man.
That is about an hour away from me, I think.
What?
Kokomo?
There's a good track up there, the Kokomo Speed, or there was.
All right.
I love that music.
That was a fun race, man.
That was a good race.
I even like the heats because, yeah, they don't last very long, but there's little stories that come out of them that can help you predict.
Oh,
who
shit,
might
it's
win.
over already.
Yeah, it's over. We're going to be doing boats here in a minute.
Yeah, no, I like the heats. I like, I don't like missing heats. I like seeing all the action.
Yeah. Well, hey,
the
I'm going to take a piss real quick, and I'll be right back, and we will watch some sprint boats.
So you've just seen the Usac National Sprints, the Loctite Sprints as they were called then, racing in July 1991. Congratulations to Steve Butler, who won the race. Eric Gordon, second. Chad Phillip finished fourth. Too bad for Jim Keeger, who had a very good run going until he didn't. From the tire blows, that can usually means you're out of the race. So that sucks for him. But good race. Good commentary. You guys will just have to look it up. 1991 Usac Sprints at Salem should suffice. Now, apparently, I'm going to watch sprint boats. He's picked something that I have absolutely zero knowledge of, the drivers and such, as the only knowledge of sprint boats I had was back in about 2002. Unless people like Phil Bonancini are still racing, then I am in the frickin' dark. So, this should be, well, I don't know what it should be, actually. I did see, I think, sprint boats on Mav TV a couple months ago. So we hope you've enjoyed. We're hopefully going to get some of the figure eight races on here, the 3 hour or the 300 lapper, the King of the Wings Sprint Car Series, and maybe some races I was at, just kind of make things interesting. Because I've been to a lot of races in my time, actually. That's my first race was in 1998 at the California Speedway for the 1998 California 500 NASCAR Winston Cup stock car race. Mark Martin won that. That was, I think, Darrell Waltrip's last top five. Then later on in the year, I went to the Streets of LA. Steve Portengay won, and the kart race with Jimmy Vasser won. Those were my three first races when I was 3 to 4 years old, even. Long time ago. Great time. Oh, he's back.
I am back.
I didn't even notice.
I think I even said I'm back.
I was so focused on talking.
Skulls, baby skulls, baby skulls.
Oh, that still freaked me out when I was trying to listen to a late model race. All of a sudden, it just baby skulls, baby skulls. Okay, here's some sprint boats. I have no knowledge about this series.
That's gonna make this video interesting because it's just gonna be pure discovery.
Play it.
And I like it. Hold on, I gotta make a cigarette. I'm rolling my own cigarettes.
Sorry.
The one thing I will say about this, my introduction to sprint boat racing was because of a crash compilation. And when these things go off, dude, we're talking some serious fucking carnage here.
I mean, I used to watch it when I was like
wreck.
4, 5, 6 because it was on Speed Vision, later Speed Channel, like the offshore powerboat racing series and things like that. And I used to love them, but they haven't been on for years, sadly. I think they're on Mav TV now.
That's a shame, man. They just don't cover shit like they used to.
Well, they do it on Mav TV, which I have now. Thank fuck for that.
How much is it? Is that per month?
It's on like Direct TV and shit.
Oh, well.
Lucas Oil Racing TV is $99 a year.
That's not bad.
It's an online thing. They have a lot of off-road content. You like the off-road shit? They have that. And you can watch it live or tape delay. It's $99 a year, and basically you get a lot of boat racing, a lot of off-road sprint cars, things like that. I mean,
as we get more into doing this stuff, that might be a good investment for me to make.
Yes, I've already made it.
Just to have that access to, the news and information highway of racing.
But why would you need that? You already have access to the news and information highway of racing.
Not from the source, though. Not like that. You could go to New York Times and hear about the fucking race.
I mean, me, you fucking moron.
Fuck you, Elliot. You're not them. You're not like them.
I am the
You're
Matrix.
A piece of shit.
You're a piece of shit. I am the fucking Matrix.
You're a piece of shit podcaster like me.
If you want to get news and information, there's a Facebook group I can add you to. Okay?
But also, just what I mean by that is watching things live and being in the thick of that culture. You want to be a part of that shit if you're covering it, so yes. It might be good for me to get it.
I'll still add you to that group, though. You might like it.
Well, thank you.
It's mostly about sports car racing, but they do a lot of other stuff. I don't think there's any swearing on the group though, sadly.
Hmm.
So you might have
That'll
to.
be very tough for me.
Yeah. It's actually not for me, but I'll add you. And if see what-
And we're moving. All right. So
wait, is that Rob
just look at
Klepper?
these things.
Is it
Yeah.
Rob Klepper? Hmm. 'This
Thousand
music just
horsepower.
screams like highlight. I
Right? And that's exactly what they're doing.
want to see who the hosts are.
Wow. 7 Gs.
Okay, shut up. I want to hear who the hosts are. Jim Trado. Jim Trado's the host. Oh, okay.
You actually do know somebody.
Jim Trado is a. I know him from stock car racing mostly, and Rob Klepper's. Oh yeah, I know him too. Rob Klepper does everything. Like he does like Lucas Oil on the Edge, which covers a variety of like weird sports. Jim Trado is a great stock car, like local, like ASA and ARCA. So not quite NASCAR, but announcer.
Man.
He's done it all.
Man, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they just showed a map and the turns that these guys had to remember and memorize. It's insane. There's like 16, 17 turns.
Yeah,
And it's not like a racetrack where there's a defined road course in front of you. It's this all the turns are like part of each other.
yeah.
I don't know how to explain it.
No, I've seen these before. I mean, I've not for a while, but it is so great to hear Jim Trado again.
A 1,000 horsepower in these things. There's number 69, Hughes Haskey. Hughes and
And
Haskey. Okay.
Brian Olson,
So
I think, is another
use the
guy
navigator.
I remember from Lucas Oil on the Edge. So I know the hosts. And Rob Klepper, I know who that is. Yeah, this stuff's on like Mav TV. This is definitely a Mav TV program.
Well, hell, that's about the best attitude I've ever heard from a racer.
Yep. Yeah, this is definitely Mav TV because a lot of the hosts are people that they use like they have about 4 or 5 people they use. So see, I like this commentary though.
And folks listening, the amount of talking from us might not be the greatest during this because we're both learning this
There's a
sport
boat
right
called
here, right
Overkill.
now. So,
That's great.
what's that, Elliot?
There's a boat called Overkill. That's great. Oh, stop pretending. No one's actually watching this. Actually, these things get no views.
That's all right. I'm still gonna pretend. People might watch later.
He has a drag racing voice. He just has a voice I think of when I think of drag racing.
Wow.
Those boats sound good.
Man, the turns on these things. God. Ow, that had to hurt. Can you believe that?
Yeah, Trado's doing a good
15
job.
feet
Trado's doing a good
wide.
job for boat commentary. I'd never seen him do anything except stock cars. I know you don't care, but
I
I
do.
think I've
I
I've,
mean,
I've seen this
I
guy
think it's
do his.
interesting.
I've
It's
seen him
not that
do
I
his.
don't care. I'm just fascinated with these things.
I've seen him do commentary since I was about 4 years old. So they do have a navigator to help them.
Yeah, yeah. Missed the turn.
Yep. Did I tell you they're doing rallycross and iRacing now?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I
Just the other
forgot.
day.
I forgot. God, they
It's
sound good.
very bizarre that you know that.
I have a lot of iRacing friends.
Wow, this guy's good. This guy is really doing these perfectly. There are no mistakes happening right now, man. There's a mistake.
Ghost flames. Scott, ghost flames.
Yeah. They're flames that died but didn't die. Oh, big mistake. Off the
Hi,
track.
fans.
Yeah.
Yep.
One mistake and it's done. Well, that one took two mistakes. Ooh, fire. Yeah. A super modified engine just running idle. You're talking 1,000
Big.
horsepower. Like, just sitting there idling.
God, those sound good.
Yeah. Wow. Again, here, so far, zero mistakes. This guy is really going for it. Oh, shut up. Ah,
I, I've heard of a color commentator, but that's ridiculous.
yeah, right?
Trado is actually describing what's going on.
Okay, yeah, he got a speed back. Up. Nice. They finished. Two DNFs right out of the gate, man.
Port Angeles, Washington. I always wanted to see boat racing live. Wow, that was loud, Jim.
Got four more teams going. Wow, that sounds awesome. Listen to that thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's. See, I thought it was just gonna cross plane versus flat plane crankshaft, but
That's awesome. I like that. Yeah, let them build what works, right?
it's called super modified.
Nailed it. That guy nailed it, dude. 52.97. I don't remember. Okay, 2 seconds back. Cummings.
99.
And that's more of a muscle car sound.
Yeah, there's a little less of a high
Whine.
pitched.
Yeah.
But I like both.
Yeah, I'm not complaining.
I am. Fuck you.
I could die.
You know what we can also do? We can also watch some documentaries in these things.
Yeah, we could. I wonder how this shit got started.
Yeah. You're asking me questions that I don't know. Stop it.
Well, we can find out. This boat's doing really good. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, he took either first or second.
Yeah.
He got first. What were you going to say, Elliot?
I forgot.
Me too. That is a cool looking boat there. There's a skull on it. Nice.
358.
Awesome.
358 is the number they race in NASCAR.
Oh, that's going to be close. It's going to be really close. Damn, dude, he crushed him by 2 seconds.
Wow.
Nice. Yeah, this is just pure enjoying the race right now for me. Because I don't know shit. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. We're we're over halfway done.
Yeah, it has more of an 8 into 1 sound.
Oh, dude, this is going to be so fucking close. Nope. Nope. Oh, he beat it by 2 seconds. Wow. Wow. This is actually really, really, and it's short, right? We're going to finish this in the next 10 minutes.
Hello, Rob.
Overkill.
What?
Overkill. Overkill.
Running the wind on a stormy night, rides a mother's son to take your life. They say he died 10 years ago, but the list of victims seemed to grow.
Yay!
Overkill, seal your fate! Okay, so I was wrong about the flat and cross plane. That makes it sound more like a you know how V8s in Europe sound much more different than a
Yeah.
let's say a V8 in America, they have a different type of crankshaft.
Oh,
That
okay.
that isn't what we're hearing here. We're hearing the different pipes that may have more of a whine, but it still sounds like a muscle car, just a muscle car with a bit of a whine.
Yeah.
So it doesn't sound
It's a
European.
little,
Okay, my
it's a
brain was
little
just
bit
confused.
it's a little bit more mechanical sounding than an Indy car, but I know what he means. You know,
Yeah, it's. I call it more American sounding.
yeah, that's a really good way to put it.
Well, yeah, that's the only way I know how to put it.
You could probably just say
With
a higher liter engine.
no, the Indy car has a different crankshaft.
Yeah, but also the big capacity motors just sound different.
It doesn't have anything to do with liters, though. It has everything to do with the crankshaft. It has everything to do with the different crankshaft. That's what
I'm gonna
makes it sound different.
okay.
Um, the IRL cars had a stock crankshaft. You know the was it the flat plane? I think it's called, and they had more of a growl than the Champ cars. So yeah, it's all to do with the crankshaft. Although bigger cars will have more, maybe a deeper engine note, but yeah,
I'm trying to pay attention to the hand signals of the navigator.
if you like engineering, I'll give you an article about these.
Okay. Well, those both of those teams improved their time. So
See, I kind of get why they do this one by one. I mean, if there were like 8 boats on the, I think people would die.
oh yeah, you couldn't race them. It's 15 feet wide. Like
Yep, yep. These aren't propeller boats, obviously. These are jet boats. Jolly Rogers Racing. That's awesome.
yeah, this is the Australian team.
Under Jolly
Cool,
Roger.
cool looking boat with skull and crossbones all over it, and they just set a damn good time. 47.9. Time to beat was 51.2.
Yeah,
Ooh,
but
this is gonna be a
uh,
good fucking
yeah.
next. The next run is gonna be really interesting. Overkill here. They
Watch out
set the
for
pace last one.
Hey, Scott. Overkill's gonna seal their fate. Overkill seals your fate. Down it.
Okay.
You know that explains some because I always wondered why some of the V8s have like more of a high pitched. Okay, now I understand. I've been wondering that since I was about 2 years old.
46.6. Wow. Wow. They've set the pace all day.
That's overkill.
Yeah, overkill.
That's overkill.
What is?
No, I mean that's overkill. That's right there.
Yeah, I know
That's
that's
fucking
overkill.
overkill, man.
Shut the fuck up.
You take things like way too seriously.
Now we got Jolly Roger out again.
I actually like this Overkill song by the band Overkill better.
No.
Yes, actually.
I'll listen to it here after this.
Okay.
I'll listen to both of them. I still think I'm gonna like the Motorhead one more.
Mm, mm,
I like the story behind it. They
okay.
uh they were practicing. The drummer was practicing one day, just trying to get better. Ooh, shit! They just set the fastest time of the day in the Jolly Roger.
Wow.
All right, so here comes Overkill. Ooh, he's running smooth. This dude is running fucking smooth, man. I can't speak. This dude is just killing it. He's not bouncing around or nothing, man. He is just fucking going. Crushed, absolutely destroyed them by
Holy
by 3 seconds.
shit.
Hell yeah, dude. This team and boat, man. Well, now we know Overkill's the shit.
I just sent you the Overkill song.
Well, let's finish this up and I'll listen to it. On air, we'll compare both of them.
Okay.
Man, that run was really awesome to watch. 3 seconds, just absolutely killed him.
Wow.
What's awesome is Overkill ran the gamut the whole day, but then Jolly Roger set the fastest time. But man, he just gave it all, his everything, and
Yeah.
just absolutely dominated. That was awesome.
Yep. I
All
thought
right.
the commentary was pretty good.
I thought the racing was great.
Yeah, but I mean the
All right.
commentary.
Where's the link?
On Facebook, you fucking fuck.
You fucking fuck. All right, hold on.
If
Let's get
if I
this on.
sing,
Watch.
I promise to mute myself if I start singing. I'm sorry. This song, I can't help it. Overkill versus Motorhead. Just
Shut up. I don't know if people will ever get used to how mean we are to each other.
probably. Well, if they're our friends, like Josephine thinks it's funny.
I think I've always thought it was hilarious. It's a conscious thing. I remember that conversation. Like, we should just hate each other.
It's not conscious for me at all. Okay, now
All
no
right.
more talking. Shut up. To everyone on the
Fuck
stream,
you, and then some.
just shut up. Everyone on the stream, sorry, but we're not going to talk.
To all our fans, we do care what you say, but to everyone else, fuck you, and then some.
You need to see me headbanging. My neck hurts.
Well, that was very good.
My neck hurts.
I
I
must
was
admit.
headbanging the entire time. My
You
neck
dumbass.
actually hurts.
You dumbass. You know,
Uh, I can't help it.
I liked it a lot. I don't know who came out with what first, but I heard Maiden.
Motorhead came out with theirs first.
No, 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 no.
Overkill. No, no, no. Shh. I know the story. Shut up. Motorhead came out with Overkill first. Overkill, the band, named themselves after the song, and they came up with that song.
I heard Maiden, and I heard what's the band I'm thinking of?
I don't know, but my neck really does hurt right now. I
That's
can't
a,
help it, dude. It's one of my all-time favorite songs. Like
it
I
was very
remember,
good.
I listened to it, Scott. It was a cold, rainy morning at 6:45, and I was on the bus to school. And that came on with the right in the wind on a stormy night, red a mother. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it was very good. I'm not gonna say I didn't enjoy that. It was a lot more technical than Motorhead's,
I just
but
I like the Motorhead
there's
version.
there's something sloppy and just fucking filthy, and
Yeah,
I don't know what it is about Motorhead when they're in that kind of form.
I'm not saying I don't like, but I like it has a lot more dynamic. It's it kind of gives me the creeps a little bit. That song, just like you can kind of you can feel the coldness. You can feel the you know
The
the
story he was telling was fucked up.
oh, isn't
So
it?
yeah,
Isn't it
like
awesome?
yeah,
The
yeah,
victim dies, no fucking loss. Overkill bears the cross.
and that overkill will never die. It's just gonna persist forever. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that story is. I still get chills thinking about like just
Now,
every time there's like a cold night, I'm out alone. Seriously, I hear "Beware the sound of a galloping horse." It's
yeah,
just
yeah, with like a headless horseman on it.
yeah.
Ugh.
There's just
Ugh.
or a guy with
And
six six six.
we're the only two fuckers online that still get creeped out by like old horror stuff. You
Well,
know, like
it's half creeped out, half awesome. I mean, I
yeah, I
incorporated
understand.
that into like my satanic fan fictions about Overkill. But
Um,
see, there's an album version, but I knew the EP version the first, so I wanted to hear that. It was all just an excuse to hear that.
Now there is a not so interesting, but I just like the story behind Motorheads. Is that the drummer was just practicing, and Lemmy heard him, and that drum beat you hear that was just practice to this
Yeah,
guy.
I know. I've heard it. I've heard the story, and I
Yeah,
like the song. I'm not saying I don't like the song. It's just that song has a lot more dynamics to it,
yeah, it's a lot more technical, that's for sure.
and it's a lot
Well,
more. It feels like a
I mean, let's just listen to Motorheads.
all right. I'll headbang to this.
Yeah, yeah. Swear it. Okay. Well, there's plenty to go yet. My bad. I forgot about
Yeah.
that. You can literally hear the cocaine and whiskey in that.
I have to say, I think Motorhead gets labeled a sloppy band somewhat unfairly because
Yeah, I had to
a
say
lot
that
of
too after
a lot
after
of the
listening to that.
a lot of the guitar that you're hearing is actually Lemmy playing his bass with chords. Most people don't play chords on the bass. Most people just do the single note plucking. I have to say, I like that song. I did not headbang to it as long as I did the first song. I kind
Well,
of
here's what I think. I think that Motorhead is comprised of a group of dudes who were constantly drinking and constantly doing fucking hardcore drugs all the fucking time. And that's just part of Motorhead.
yeah.
Like it's just part of their sound, their presence, everything.
That's driving music
Whereas
right there.
yes, whereas the other one was much more inquisitive, much more exploratory, much more storytelling, much more. You need to listen to this. Don't just put this in and drive around like you would with
Motorhead did
Motorhead.
experiment with stuff like that.
Yeah, but I prefer this kind of Motorhead right here.
I mean,
This is why I
I
listen to
like the sort
Motorhead.
of the God was never on your side and 1916. I mean, but I like them both. But I have to say, like with that one, if you could literally see my head, it was like up down up down up down, like just blah. But Motorhead, it was more like I just want to get in a car and drive fast.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
literally that's what I wanted to. Whereas Overkill, I wanted to go out and
Motor
stab someone.
on 1916, that one real slow one. What's that called? Oh god
Yeah,
damn
yeah,
it.
the one real slow.
It's
Okay,
fucking great. It's an epic song.
okay, hang on a second. Okay, fine. I'll do this. I'll just read you all the tracks. How about that?
Okay.
Well, let me get to the fucking thing, you fucking.
I could probably just go
No,
1916.
we're doing this. Shut up. The one to sing the blues.
Yeah, that's it.
No, I'm doing it now. Fuck it. I'm so bad, baby. I don't care. No voices in the sky. That's probably an anti-religion song. Going to Brazil. No, thank you. Nightmare the Dream Time.
That's it.
Love Me Forever. Angel City. No, thank you. Make My Day. Ramones.
Yeah.
Shut You Down.
He wrote a song about the fucking Ramones, dude.
But see, like, honestly, I don't think Motorhead have ever really made a bad album. And I've heard all of them.
Not a bad album, but some are definitely stronger than the others.
Motorizer isn't really one of their strongest, but you know what? I still enjoy that one. Overkill is one of the few bands in the mid '90s to actually do the groove thing quite well. Like WFO and their albums. I mean, they're not great, but they're decent.
It's on low volume. Don't worry. You can keep talking.
No, it's not. I can barely hear myself.
Well, turn it down then.
I can't. I can only turn this down, which means I'm turning you down. Yeah. Yeah, this is a bad idea if we're going to stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we don't have to stream anymore.
No, I just because I don't think it's right to compare the two songs because there's two different beasts. One's more of a thrashy, heavy metal type thing about fantasy and biblical, figures, and one's a bluesy metal song about whatever the fuck it was about. I don't know actually.
I was actually listening to the lyrics and I couldn't really understand the point.
They just. Well, that was my one complaint about the Motorhead song Overkill. I was like, well, there's just sort of words.
Yeah. But that's not really the appeal of Motorhead either. It's not necessarily their lyrics. It's more...
Whereas a band like Iron Maiden, honestly, I get just as much a kick out of listening to the song as I do looking up the lyrics and seeing like the historical references or the fantasy references or whatever.
Yeah.
Or Sabaton looking at all the wars they sing about. Motorhead, I mean, sometimes, but sometimes not so much.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But
other
times. I think they're at their best when it's just about the rock and roll of it, the music part.
Well, yeah. Well, they've actually done some really good, like, more epic songs.
I agree.
I kind of wish Motorhead would explore that a little bit, would have explored that just a little bit more. Just because, how many times can you write, yeah, rock and roll, motherfucker?
Yeah, I know, like Nightmare, the Dreamtime. That's a good example of, like, people might not, I mean, I don't know if people like that song or not. I certainly do. I
don't give a fuck if people
like it's slow and lumbering, and it doesn't really get crazy or anything, but I just like...
What's wrong with slow and lumbering? Fuck it. I don't give a shit if people... I refuse to justify my liking of music. If people don't like my music, then they're just plain wrong. So, Scott, I was going to bring this up. There's definitely going to be a new Tool album next year.
A new what?
Tool album next year.
I know that they have one album left on their contract, and I also know that if I hear it from the band, I don't believe it. I have to see the actual...
Yes, Danny Carey said...
I'm more likely to believe Danny than anyone else in the group. I'll put it that way.
I mean, but I just think it's funny because I've been hearing about a new Tool album since about 2009. I remember last year I was like, well, they must have done like a new album. No.
That's one of my favorite things about them is how much they troll their fans and how much their fans bite into it.
Well, why though? I mean, like they were pretty good about releasing albums, and then they just stopped.
Well, honestly, dude, so Opiate came out in the late 80s, like 89.
Early 90s.
And then...
Early 90s. 92, 93. Yeah, the band formed in 91.
Oh, shit. Wrong. Let's make sure.
Like... Yeah,
okay,
I know.
Okay, my bad.
Used to be a Tool fan.
My bad. Okay, but between Undertow and Anima, it was what? When did Undertow come out? It was a few years.
Not that many years.
93 was Undertow. I think it was 97 for Anima. 96.
That's only 4 years, though. That's 3 years.
4
That's
years.
not that bad.
And then between Anima and Lateralus, it was 2001. So that's 5 years.
That's 4 or 5 years, but that's not 12.
And then between 2001 and I think 06, was it?
2006. So that's another 5 years. So, but that's not that bad if you consider it. But then they just decided to fuck off for 12 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't seem like 2006 was that long ago, in my opinion. But and then you look at, oh, it was.
Yeah, it was. And I'm actually glad that they did, because the hysteria around them was getting to the point where it was annoying. Like, I couldn't enjoy it anymore, because it was like everyone was talking, oh, Tool, bro. It became one of those bro bands. You know what I'm talking about?
Back when I was a fan, Tool was a weird band where I would like about 4 songs on every album, and then the rest were just these really artsy, pretentious, like, interludes that I just couldn't get into. It's when they started like actually like rocking that I was like, okay.
I've complained about that on Anima in particular.
But 10,000 Days too.
Anima in particular, though, has those fucking filler tracks where it's like a dude on an answering machine for like 5 minutes. It's like, come the fuck on, guys.
Oh, the 10,000 Days really did have the funny one where he was talking about aliens raping him or something.
Well, no, that's a great fucking song. Rosetta Stoned.
Yeah.
I saw that live. It was fucking great.
It reminds me of some people on Coast to Coast AM.
Yeah. Well, back on Tool's website, the chat, it always was about UFOs and conspiracies and shit.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah, I
always.
I have no idea why either. Like,
well, and then the guy who ran the website constantly posted about Area 51 and shit. Constantly.
You know, that shit only works at night, if you ask me. Like, if I'm listening to Coast AM, like a recording of it during the day, I just laugh at it.
It doesn't work.
At night,
you're right. It doesn't work.
Like, you know, right now or whatever. It's probably on right now.
I guarantee it's. Matter of fact, you just made me want to listen to it.
Yeah, right? Me too.
That was my fucking gig, man. When I worked swing shift, I'd get off at 1 or 4 in the morning. And George motherfucking Nori, man.
Oh.
Let's do this shit.
And
every once in a while, they'd play an old Art Bell one.
Art Bell has a show now, a new show.
Does he?
Yeah, I believe so.
Let's look that shit up. Art Bell show. Art Bell 2017.
I did like what I think it was Joe Rogan was saying, that I love that Art Bell was just so credulous. I think I might be a vampire. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah. He never called anybody on anything. Whereas Nori, he doesn't call him out, but he's kind of like, okay.
But he's great
too. You can hear yeah, he is great. He is great. But you can hear the okay, buddy, in his voice. You can hear it.
Grand Theft Auto, one of the Grand Theft Autos did a really good parody of Coast to Coast AM with Marvin Trill broadcasting in my trailer in area in the middle of the desert. It's so fucking funny.
I have found 2.5 hour long Art Bell videos from this year.
You must send them to me.
Okay, well, here they come.
Great. I needed something to do. You know, we need to do a hangout one of these days where we just talk and we don't just don't comment, because we do. I like it when we just talk about weird shit. Like this. Yeah.
All right, here's one. I have to go to bed after I give you these, dude. It's fucking 1:37.
Yeah, I'm going to.
I have to be at work at 9.
I'm going to watch whatever I'm going to. Oh, the 300 lap figure 8 race I told you about. That was uploaded today.
Came early.
All right, people. We'll see you later. We hope you enjoyed this hangout.
Whatever this was. Bye, fuckers.